Hi everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So today I'm back with another speed build for you guys, and this is actually a new save file that I'm gonna start to work on. I decided that since I already did a Chilean neighborhood, I was gonna start a proper save file. So we are gonna be renovating San Sequoia and turn it into like as Chilean as possible, just to share a little bit of my culture with you guys. And because today, if you're watching this video on the 18th of September, it's actually our national holiday, so I wanted to have this build up, like this video up today, just to celebrate. Today we're actually building in San Sequoia, as I said, and this build is not going to be up on the gallery so far because this is going to be two houses in one lot, so it's going to be a residential rental. And I just built one house in this video because it was really detailed and it was kind of long. The speed build was quite long, so I decided not to have the two builds together. So this is going to be like part 1 and part 2 of this build, and once this lot is finished, I'm gonna be uploading it to the gallery. So in case you don't know what I'm talking about, or if you're new to the channel or anything like that, I'm Chilean, so I'm from Chile, and basically there are some things that I would like to share about my country because not everyone knows about it. I actually don't know any other Sims YouTuber that is actually from Chile, so if there's anyone somewhere, I would really like to meet them. But anyways, this is actually kind of a traditional Chilean house, and if you watched the Chilean neighborhood that I uploaded to YouTube a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, I'm gonna be having it here on the screen for you to check it out. And also there's a playlist down below in the description because that build is actually part of my save file, the other save file that I'm working on, renovating every single lot and every single world in The Sims. Yeah, I'm gonna be linking it here in the screen. So if you haven't seen that video, this is gonna be quite weird because you see that what we are doing right now is actually starting fencing everything in, because it's really common to see here in Chile that we have everything fenced. So all our houses, we don't have like open areas, we have everything fenced in. And that's something so common to see. I have never seen a house that doesn't have a fence, and it's not just a tiny fence, it's like this massive gate. It's a really big fence. And we also have a lot of these kind of plant walls, to call it somehow. So if people want to cover everything from their front yard, they would have like sometimes they would have like wood in between the fences, or they would have plants or anything like that. So in this house, because I didn't do this in the other build, I wanted to have like a proper plant fence, something like that. It's like a fence cover or something. I don't know, it doesn't have a proper name, but this is something so common to see, so common to see, that I just wanted to showcase it here in this build. Also, we don't have mailboxes. So I added the mailbox, and I'm gonna be adding it to every single house because it's necessary for gameplay, but we don't have mailboxes here. We don't use them. When you get the mail person just throws the mail through the gate, or they call you if there's someone there and they will come and pick it up. But we don't have mailboxes. Just a disclaimer. But here you see that I'm working on the front yard. We usually have trees in either the front yard or the backyard, sometimes in both, and they usually are like fruit trees or something. I don't know. We usually have like peach trees. I don't know what they're called in English. And I wanted to add like a football goal because football is actually such a traditional sport here, but we don't have proper goals in The Sims 4. We have like the American football goal thingy, and that's the one that I ended up adding because this house is for a family of 2. So this is for a single dad and his son, but they don't live together all the time. I was thinking that the dynamic was that the son actually lives with his mom most of the time, and they have like shared custody and stuff like that with the dad. So the dad lives in this house, mom is gonna live somewhere close, and they share custody of the kid. So he comes and stays here during the weekends or just in different times. So they do have 2 bedrooms in this house, and one of them is for the dad and the other one is for the son. And also they do have a cat in here. So yeah, you saw me adding some graffiti, and maybe before I move into the interior and you see everything that's going on, I don't know if you noticed that there are some changes in the world outside of this lot in particular. I added a lot of trash. I added like cracks on the floor, like on the sidewalk, on the street. I added a lot of different things, and those are details that I really wanted to add because if you follow me on TikTok, you may see that I am actually uploading some videos showcasing my Chilean neighborhood, the one that I previously talked about. And a lot of Chilean people actually have commented different things that maybe I was missing in that build, just for the sake of making it functional. So that's what inspired me to actually come with this build and say, okay, I'm gonna work on a world renovation, and I'm gonna actually renovate every single lot in Sequoia. Which is hard. Like we don't have any worlds that actually feel Chilean enough, I would say, because we do have so many different biomes throughout the country that it's hard to say, okay, this world is perfect for like to showcase every single thing from this world, like from this country. Because we have almost every single biome. We have deserts, we have snow, we have glaciers, we have a forest, we have the ocean, we have valleys. The only biome we don't have is actually a jungle. And I'm serious, that's the only one that we do not have. So it's hard, but it's not impossible to try and showcase the best I can, different types of builds and different like monuments and stuff. That's basically what I'm trying to do, to create a nice neighborhood that feels Chilean enough. And yeah, if you know Chile, if you are Chilean, if you visited or anything like that, and you want to leave me any comments or suggestions on what you want me to build, I would appreciate it so much, because that helps a lot. And that's something that I really want to try to accomplish. So yeah, you see that I'm actually renovating a lot of the outside of the world as well. That's something that I wanted to mention. And now that we're moving into the interior and we already finished the kitchen, I added a TV in the kitchen, because that's another thing that's so typical from Chilean houses. We have TVs in every single room. Like there's like literally only the bathroom that's the only room in a house that we don't have a TV on. So we do have a TV in the like in every single bedroom. We do have a TV in the living room. We have a TV in the kitchen. And if we can have a TV in the backyard, we're gonna do that. We are so into TVs, it's incredible. And also usually the living room and the dining room are all in the same room, so it's a living dining space most of the time. We don't have like a traditional Chilean house will not be an open concept type of house. They will have the kitchen separated in another room. In this case, you saw me adding it in a small room here on the side, and there's a doorway to get to that to the kitchen, and the dining room is really cramped. That's something so common. Now I'm moving everything around just to have more space for a cat, like a cat tree, because as I said, this family has a cat, and I decided to add the same chair that I added in the living room, but in the worn out version. So I was thinking that maybe the cat actually scratches that chair quite a lot. And that's also something so common to see. Like my cats actually scratch the mattress in my bedroom. They scratch the gate in my son's crib. They do have a scratching post, but they like to scratch other things as well. And yeah, that's something that I just thought was feeling so realistic. Also, I added carpet in the bedrooms. We don't usually have carpets in the bedrooms, but it's really common to see it in old houses. And personally, I dislike carpets so much. When I used to live with my parents, we had a 5-bedroom house, and all the 5 bedrooms had carpet on it. And we actually got rid of all the carpet. Also, the living room has carpet, had carpet as well. We got rid of everything, and we decided to add wood floors to it, and it's so much better. But in this case, I decided to leave the carpet in the bedrooms just to make it feel more traditional. And this is the dad's room. It's really simple. We don't usually have tons of decorations in the bedroom, like in the walls or anything like that. But for the games perspective, I thought it would be nice to have more variety on the decorations in the walls and stuff like that, because when I play tested my other build, my Sims were always complaining that there was a lack of decorations. So in this case, I decided to add some art in the walls. There's also a treadmill, as you can see, and that's because it's really common to see, like in bigger bedrooms, to have like a home gym or something like that. And this is a single dad, so I thought that he would be into fitness, and he has a treadmill in there. And this is a kid's bedroom, so you see that I added a TV as well in the other bedroom, and I added that robot that your Sims can actually make. Like, I don't know if that's a children's type of project or a teens project, but I decided to add it anyways. And I thought that it would be like a project that the kid actually worked on and gave it to his father as a present, and he was so proud of the project that he displayed it there in their bedroom. So that was kind of the idea that I had in mind. I think that this father and son really love each other, and they enjoy so much their time together that Dad is actually really proud of his kid. And now that we're decorating the bedroom, also, I do have to mention this. We don't usually change the colors of the walls. If you go to a house, you will mostly see white walls. Sometimes we can customize it a little bit, but it's not something that we do too often. So that's why every single wall here is actually white, and it's not like this pristine white, like perfect white. It's actually kind of beige. It has a tiny beige tone. That's something so common to see. Also, the fact that the tiles in the floor don't match with the tiles in the walls. You see it in some houses. I'm not saying that every single Chilean house has a lack of like taste when it comes to matching the walls with the floor or anything like that. It's something that I wanted to do for this build, but my parents' house was like that. It had like orange tiles on the floor, like these ugly orange tiles, and it also had like this ugly less orange tiles on the walls. It was so horrible. So I wanted to kind of showcase that a little bit in this build. Now we're moving into the backyard, and this is something that I don't know how to describe. Maybe this is something that I should have Googled before I did this voiceover, but we have these I don't know, gas tanks. I don't know, it's what you use to heat the water. So it's like a heater, but it's not a heater. And we have like these areas in, I'm actually making the movements with my hands right now, and you cannot see that. But anyways, we have these areas sometimes in a house in which you can put the tanks. I don't know what's the name of that thing. Oh my god, I definitely should have like Googled it. So I'm gonna be writing it here on the screen when I Google it, because I cannot believe I cannot explain this. But anyways, we have those things in there. That's basically where you get your water, like the hot water and stuff like that. And also there's an area here with an apple tree, because we don't have peaches in the game and we don't have apricots either, and that's kind of typical in here. We don't have apple trees most of the time. It's kind of fancy to have an apple tree, I will say, but I decided to have a tree here, like a fruit tree, because it's something that you see all the time. Every single Chilean house will have a fruit tree in the backyard or in the front yard. In my parents' house, it was in the front yard. In my house I'm currently living on, it's in the backyard. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're adding the tiny details here. I don't know, I think I'm gonna be talking more in detail about every single thing. I want to showcase so much of my culture with this save file in many of the other builds. So I really hope you guys like this build. I'm gonna be wrapping up this voiceover now, and if you did, please give it a like, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. I just want to say thank you guys so much if you stayed up to the end of this video, and we'll see you in the next speed build. Goodbye.